Welcome. What a great time to be alive on this planet Earth. Change is here, and are you ready? Is the question. It is now time for humanity to choose on which timeline they will choose to live. You will choose to live, and I will choose to live. The new Earth 5D timeline is now fully open on June 29th, 2025. Yep, this year, this month, in a few days. The long awaited event is now upon us all, and we are now here at a choice point for all of humanity to choose a higher frequency life on planet Earth, on the new fifth dimensional timeline. And higher timeline possibilities. Or we can remain in the old 3D timeline that we've already been living in. So, what does this look like? Well, here we are. I am Rajith from One Illumined Heart, and I'd like to take an opportunity to talk with you about what is before us in this very momentous time on the planet. I want to thank you for quickly subscribing and or pressing the like button if you like this video and if it's helpful for you in your ascension progress or wanting to learn about ascension. Okay, we have two distinct trajectories for our human existence on the planet. So let's go over them together. Trajectory number one, which I think is a great big hallelujah. All of humanity has an opportunity to choose to be in fifth or sixth dimensional Earth timeline as we are evolving on this new 5D Earth web, which has been established. The new Earth web was established in July of 2022. It was fully ready, and all of us have been growing into it. And the 5D portal started opening at that time. Actually, it started opening in April of 2020, April 25th of 2020. But we're moving forward now, and now the whole timeline is fully open and getting ready for us to ascend into a different level of consciousness and opportunity. So, what does it mean to be in this new timeline? What does universal love want from us humans in this new timeline? So, first of all, this new timeline is for the positive and compassionate expansion of expression of the human spirit on the planet. This entails us to co-create within our hearts and minds the positive, loving world in which we want to live, breathe, and have our lives. Each one of us individually will have an opportunity to bring forth our loving hopes, our dreams, for our personal visions, to include our planet, our families, our friends, our work life, our co-creations. Together, we can all create a world in which humans treat each other with love, compassion, respect, and care. These same behaviors and energies would then be expanded, of course, to all animal life, the water, the land, the air, and everything that grows on the earth and everything that exists here. We will have the opportunity to expand our communion with nature, to actually talk to nature spirits, the elementals, the angelic realms with much greater ease and grace. We will have an opportunity to walk in greater harmony with all of life. This is just a gigantic blessing for us, for one another, as we share life together in a new, higher dimensional frequency, and for our beautiful planet. So we will have an opportunity to exist in a timeline which is 70% light and 30% darkness, versus the old 3D timeline of 80% darkness and 20% light. So I say, woohoo, let's move forward and do this. So the other choice is, of course, the second trajectory, which is to remain in the old 3D matrix. That timeline, as we have already experienced for thousands of years, which is a timeline that's full of control, falsehoods, fear, projections, manipulations of human beings, and life itself. So, in other words, remaining in the current system, which would belie our humanity and our spiritual natures and our potentials, because it's always being squished. This then continues to create sadness, loss, incredible, deplorable human conditions to include war, forced famine by others, man-made diseases, unnecessary cruelty to other humans due to race, to color, to their religious beliefs or not, plus the desecration of animal life and other life on the planet, including the land, the earth, the trees, the water, etc. So what we want to do is make a choice between which one we are going to be doing. So let's do a little recap here. So the question is basically, what do you want to experience? The second trajectory is the 3D Earth. If you remain in fear or need to control or have power over others, you will indeed remain in that 3D reality, which, as we have said earlier, perpetuates falsehoods and the capitulation of the human spirit, denying its own beauty, its own truth, and its own power to be a sovereign human being with the opportunity for expansion. So you would continue to be in what we've been experiencing, 80% darkness and 20% light. Now, is that what you really want? We have an opportunity to choose differently. And we've got lots of people holding each other's hands, helping us up into this new trajectory. I call it the freeway of, getting on the freeway of the 5D, fifth dimensional, sixth dimensional freeway to get into this new earth energy. It's a choice, and it's how we choose to vision and envision ourselves, our lives, our present, and our future. So when you choose this first trajectory of the 5D Earth, you will be in 70% light and 30% darkness versus 80% darkness, 20% light. So this is a much better choice, folks. This is where you will have an opportunity to have a life that's filled with greater expression of joy, self-expression, more love, more hope, more generosity. Plus the grace and benefit of working with like-minded people who are compassionate humans, who are seeking cooperation and creation, and have an increased generosity of spirit to share, to work together. So in closing, I'm hoping that all of you will choose love so that you can expand your beautiful soul into a more grand expression and a more full expression of who you really are in this body, in this new reality that we all can co-create together a better world, a more expanded us, a more expanded togetherness. So I'm going to do some more videos on this. The next video is going to be on what they are doing to reconfigure our chakras so that we can move our bodies with grace and ease into the 5D timeline. So right now, I just want you to know that if you want to contact me for more information on how you can personally be helped and for the groups that I'll be doing online, please connect with me on the information that is below this video. And you can ask for assistance, or we can put you on mailing lists to make sure that we get you the information that you need or want for either private consultations or group work that we're going to do together. So between now and then, from my heart to yours, let's share love. Let's be greater love. Let's expand who it is that we are, each in the body, as these beautiful divine beings of spirit. Much love to each of you, and namaste. Thank you for listening.